Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem using the concepts of derivatives. So as per the problem, the net monthly profit in dollars from the sale of a certain item is given by the formula P at x equals 10 to the power 6 in brackets 1 plus parentheses x minus 1 times e to the power negative 0.001x, where x is the number of items sold. And we have to determine the number of items that yield the maximum profit. And we are given that at full capacity, the factory can produce 2000 items per month. So we are given the profit function for a certain item, and we have to find the value of x that will yield the maximum profit. So the given function is P at x equals so we have to find the x value that will maximize profit. Now we are given that at full capacity the factory can produce 2000 items per month. Now x represents the number of items produced, so the domain for this function will be equal to x is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 2000. So we have to find the absolute maximum for this profit function in this domain. So x cannot be a negative number because x is the number of items sold. So x has to be a value equal to or greater than 0. So for that, we'll have to find the derivative of the function because we want to find the critical points for this function where the derivative is equal to 0, and the derivative is equal to 0 at points where the tangent is horizontal. So that means at those points the graph of the function forms either peaks or valleys. So we'll start by finding the derivative of this profit function. Now in this function, 10 to the power 6 represents the coefficient of the term in the brackets, so that will stay as it is. Now we have to find the derivative of the terms in the brackets. So 1 is a constant, so its derivative is equal to 0. Now the next part of the function is made up of two terms being multiplied. So there are two functions. So x minus 1 is a polynomial function times this exponential function. So we'll have to use product rule to find the derivative of this part of the profit function. So as for the the product rule, so we do the derivative of the first function. So the derivative of x minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 0 times the second function, and then plus the first function times the derivative of the second function. Now this exponential term has the base e, so its derivative is equal to this given e term times the derivative of its exponent. And in the exponent, negative 0.001 is the coefficient of the term, so it will stay as it is. And the derivative of x is 1. So this is the derivative of this profit function. Now we can simplify this expression. So in the brackets, the 0 goes away, and 1 minus 0 is just 1, and multiplication by 1 won't change the E term. And in the next part, so negative 0.001 times 1 will be just negative 0.001. So that will become the coefficient of this term. So negative 0 times x minus 1 times, now we can set the derivative equal to 0 to find the x values where the tangent is horizontal. Now we can factor out e to the power negative 0.001x from both terms in the brackets. So we are left with now we can simplify the expression in the parentheses. So we can distribute 0.001 into the parentheses. So we get so negative 0.001 times x is negative 0.001x, and then negative 0.001 times negative 1 will be positive 0.001. Now we can combine like terms in the parentheses. So we can combine 1 and 0.001. Now we can solve this equation by analyzing the cases. So the first case will be this, the E term is equal to 0. Now there is no x value that will make this E term equal to 0. So from this case we get no solution. Now 10 to the power 6 won't give us a solution because it's just a number, a constant. Now we can analyze the second case. Now we can isolate x by subtracting 1.001 from both sides. So 1.001 on the left side get cancelled out. So we get negative 0.001x equals negative 1.001. And now we can divide both sides by negative 0.001. So now negative 0.001 on the left side get cancelled out. So we get x equals 1001. And this represents the number of items. So this is the x value at which the derivative of the profit function is equal to 0. And this x value lies in the domain 0 to 2000. So that means it's a valid x value. Now we have to find the absolute maximum for the profit in the domain 0 to 2000. So we have to find the profit value for x equals 0, 1001 and 2000 and see at which of these 3 points is the profit maximum. So let's start with the lowest value, 0. So we'll sub in x as 0 in the given function. Now we can simplify this expression. So in the brackets, so the first term will stay the same. Now 0 minus 1 is -1, and -1 times the e term will make the whole term negative, and the exponent of e is equal to 0. Now any term to the power 0 is equal to 1, so the profit is equal to 0. Now we can find the profit value for x equals 1001. So in the brackets, so the 1 will stay the same. Now 1001 minus 1 is 1000. Now the exponent of e changes to 1 point or negative 1.01. So we multiply negative 0.001 by 1001. Now we can evaluate e to the power negative 1.001 and multiply it by 1000 and then add 1 to it and then multiply by 10 to the power 6. So I got 1000. So I'm just checking my calculation again. So 1 plus 1000 times e to the power negative 1.001. Yeah, so I got 368.5. So I'm rounding it to one decimal place, which can be simplified to 3.685 times 10 to the power 8, and the unit is dollars. So this is the profit at x equals 1001. Now we can do the calculation for 2000. So 2000 minus 1 is 1999. And then in the exponent of e, 0.001 times 2000, which is equal to -2. Now we can simplify this expression. So first we can multiply 1999 by e to the power -2 and then add 1 to it. So I got 271.5. So I'm rounding the answer to one decimal place. So which can be written as 2.715 times 10 to the power 8, and the unit is dollars. So this should be the profit for x equals 2000. So we can say out of the three values we got for profit, the maximum profit was obtained for x equals 1001. So that means our final answer should be, so 1001 items yield maximum profit. So this should be the final answer for this problem. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.